Alrighty, what is up, Cali crew? So today we're going to be going through the plank. I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks for your plank, and then I'm going to show you the progression afterwards that you're going to see on the CaliUnity skills swell. If you don't know who I am, I'm Coach Ollie. I'm the owner of CaliUnity, which is a gym in Bath for people that don't really like traditional gyms, but they still want to get toned, strong, and pain-free, okay? And in this video, I'm just going to go through the plank and make sure that you have all the tips and tricks that I use to coach clients here at CaliUnity. So, what is the plank? There's two kind of variations of the plank. You can either be doing like an elbow plank, which is like this. You can do it with your hands together. You can do it with hands flat, like so. I mean, you can maybe do it like this, as long as you're on your elbows, okay? And then the other variation is straight arm, just like this, okay? Now notice with all these variations, my elbow or my hand was stacked underneath my shoulder. I was almost in this kind of like protracted position in my back, so not retracted, but protracted. And then my butt, again, or my hips, I guess, but it's probably easier to say your butt, isn't up in the air, and it's not like this on the floor. Okay, so a really good drill to think of how the core should be in a plank position is actually doing the hollow hold, which is actually the next progression for the plank, so we can work on these two together. So what you want to do is lie on your back, bring your knees into your chest, bring your chest to your knees. That's the feeling that you want in your abs, this feeling here, okay? So your abs are engaged, but the other feeling that you want is if you stand up, and you almost bend your knees slightly, you bend your hips, and then if you lock your knees and then squeeze your butt, that's the feeling that you want, okay? Your butt squeezed, your core's engaged, your legs are squeezed. I don't mind seeing a bit of a knee bend, but I would prefer it if your knees were squeezed, so your quads engaged, okay? So knees squeezed, hips engaged, core engaged, and oh look, that's my plank position. So let me show you what this looks like in a plank. We're here, elbows underneath the shoulders, and then bam. So bad form, butts up in the air. Good form is core engaged, hips down, lats engaged, and then we're holding like so, knees squeezed, okay? So that's really it. It's really simple for the plank. On the Cali skill swell, the progression is you need to hold this for a minute before moving on to the next progression, which is then the hollow hold. Again, I kind of showed you a bit of the hollow hold. The hollow hold looks like this. Okay, so here, shoulders engaged, legs straight, and we're squeezing. It's almost like an upside down plank in a way. Core's engaged, legs are squeezed. Different variations. We'll go through the variations in the hollow hold video, but you got here, you got here, you've got here, you've got both together. You can lower them down, you can do different variations, you can go for like tuck to hollows, etc. Now in terms of actually working on the plank, some little tips and tricks that I use. They're a really nice finisher for classes, so doing like a max plank at the end of your workout, maybe kind of you do an exercise and then you'll superset it with a plank or something like that. When you are doing the plank, make sure that you activate the muscles that that need to work. So for example, you're squeezing your core, you're squeezing your butt, and you're squeezing your quads, and maybe you're rounding your shoulders. But don't squeeze them so much that you shake. Like you almost want an element of relaxation and kind of like almost like zoning out. Keep breathing. You want to work on this movement that is something that is just a foundational movement. Now, what I see a lot with these early movements in calisthenics, so you're talking about the plank, the push-up, the knee raise, people will just keep doing them and then they'll get to like a 5-minute plank. No one really cares that you can do a 5-minute plank. It doesn't actually do anything. I'd much rather you, once you get to like a minute plank, just plank for finishers and move on to the next one. So do your hollow holds, then do your knee raises. Start working on things like dragon flags, right? Start working on toes to bar, because what that does is by working on more advanced variations, you're getting stronger rather than just getting more endurance, okay? And the endurance part of it isn't what you're really here for. I'm thinking maybe if you're trying to break a plank record, or you're trying to beat a friend at doing a plank, or you want to win at one of our finishes at Cali, great. But overall, once you get to a minute, move on to the next progression, which is the hollow hold. All right, guys, if you did like the video, make sure to give it a like. Comment down below. I and the team, we get back to all of the comments on the CaliUnity YouTube. If you know anyone that you think would really like this video, share it with them. And if they need to improve their plank or you've got a plank challenge going on with them. And if you want to see more of these videos, click subscribe. Tons of content coming out on CaliUnity. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.